Okay, we've got a question here today. I'm 26 years old and I'm going vegan in about a month from today. Just do it now, man. However, I do have a few questions. Someone told me if I go vegan, it will cause me to lose my sex drive due to low testosterone. Interesting. Is this true? No fucking way. I also read during my research that a huge percentage of vegans are zinc deficient. Interesting. If these statements are true, they're not. How do I keep my sex drive alive? Lol. How do I keep my zinc and vitamin B in my diet? Well, we know that there's more than just one vitamin B. There's a whole complex of them. And we know that plant foods contain all of them. And we know that the one everyone says is vitamin B12, well, the human body actually produces that one. That's why when people say that a vegan diet isn't natural because you'll be deficient in vitamin B12, then if that was true, then only vegans would have vitamin B12 issues. But the reality is what we see, and what we see is that anybody can have issues with B12. In fact, I've been vegan for over 10 years, and the only supplement that I've taken in isolation has been vitamin B12. And actually, I only started taking that in the last 2 years. I did some testing, found out that I had a genetic issue where I don't produce enough intrinsic factor. So even though I was training at a higher level, my levels were a bit low. And I was like, And a doctor friend of mine said, Harley, you're doing great now, but how about do a few courses of B12 and see how your performance goes? So I did, and my running times went down considerably. So I'm a fan of the B12 injections. People say, but that's because you diet. But they don't listen to what I say or what the research says, the genuine research, the clinical research, versus the blogger search or the bro search. The reality is that anyone can have a B12 issue. A lot of people have genetic issues. We live in a polluted society. I live in Bangkok, not the place of the minimal pollution. Or if I'm in Manila or New York City or London or Paris or Sydney, I've lived in all these places. I wouldn't exactly call them low-level places of pollution. So if you live in a lot of pollution, you're going to need more B12. People say just eat animal products. Well, people just forget the bottom line. If B12 was just a vegan issue, we wouldn't see it in dog food eaters or cat food eaters. Heck, you can take your cat or rat or dog that eats meat 3 times a day, you can take it to the local vet and get them to check it for B12 deficiency. That's a fact. Don't just believe me. Don't believe anything I say. Look out there, ring up people and ask them. Can I get my dog tested for B12? I feed my dog meat 3 times a day. Can it have a B12 deficiency? The answer is yes. So when people say that, oh, I'd like to go vegan, but it's a B12 issue, it's like, hang on. Do your homework. Read more stuff. Don't read the paleo primal sets, standard American diet propaganda and dogma. Read the clinical studies out there. Don't rely on bro science. Alright, the next one was zinc. Okay, well, zinc's found in plant foods. If you get enough calories from plant foods, you automatically get enough zinc. If you add variety in your diet, you get enough zinc. Here's the thing. I don't know anybody that competes in elite level cycling and doesn't take a zinc or a B12 multivitamin. I don't know any. And I ask people. I'm not afraid to ask people unless if you haven't noticed that already. I ask people questions. I ask Tour de France team managers, the doctors, everything. In the last few years, just been asking questions because I do not want to not know. I like to know. So I ask questions, and I'm yet to find anybody at that level who doesn't take a vitamin B12 or a zinc supplement. My computer's going funny here. That's better. So I don't take a zinc supplement, I take a vitamin B12, that's all. I get enough zinc from my food, my zinc levels are great. I don't have any genetic zinc issue absorptions or whatever. Do your homework. Do your homework more than just one person's opinion. Talk to the elite sports gurus like Dr. Ferrari or the full-on doping kings and ask them what supplements you guys are recommending. Ask them what the deal is, and you'll soon discover it's more intrinsic than that, pun intended. So, sex drive. What about sex drive? Well, here's the thing. I had a vasectomy 6 years ago, in 2005. I had a vasectomy. And I gotta say, my sex drive at age 34, after 10 years vegan, this year, 2011, it's been peak ever. Last couple of years, it's just been off the charts. Well, it might have something to do with having a hot girlfriend, yes. I do agree that that is a big thing. Also, reducing stress in one's lifestyle, dealing with stress better, getting enough sleep, getting enough carbohydrate calories so your donga can be stronger. Definitely makes a difference. Getting enough water so you're hydrated, eating a low-fat diet so you don't have a restriction in blood flow to the arteries and the veins that go to the penis, because that's when impotence occurs. That's why you see Viagra being rampantly used in the porn industry, the meat industry, the bodybuilding industry, where people are eating so much meat they can't literally get an erection, so they're having to use Viagra to get a boner. Viagra, they're eating meat for protein and all this bullshit, and they're using Viagra to get an erection. Great stuff. I mean, you even got gurus like Mark Sisson that promote testosterone usage. They say a plant-based diet won't give you enough testosterone. So eat meat which contains testosterone naturally occurring and added to it. Yes, meat contains testosterone, it's added to the animal, and or it's naturally occurring, and on top of that, Mark Sisson recommends taking synthetic testosterone on top of that. Don't just take my word for it. Check out Mark Sisson's blog and research at Mark Sisson testosterone usage. Interesting stuff from the gurus themselves. So then you have like some myths, wives' tale, or some bogus report of someone heard of someone somewhere or whatever, some subjective report, and it becomes like, dogma against vegan lifestyle. And then you have 1 million people in the US per year dying from cancer or heart disease, popping Viagra, popping Lipitor, popping antidepressants. But fruits and vegetables, high carb, low fat, plant-based diet, give up the dog food, give up the cat food, give up the rat food. That's extreme, man. Can't do that. I'll tell you what, follow your heart, fuck the status quo, fuck all the bloggers that say otherwise, man. Listen to your heart, listen to your common sense. If you want to eat meat, go down the street, kick the cat, shove it in the trap and put it in your mouth. That's when you need to eat meat. Otherwise, eat the plants, high calorie, high carb, low fat. That's where it's at. Look up Dr. McDougall, look up Dr. Esselstyn, look up Dr. Graham. Look up all these people who are getting incredible results for people in this high carb, low fat, plant-based lifestyles. Don't listen to the people who wouldn't have a freaking clue. Listen to people getting results you desire. Simple as that. Thanks for watching.